Hi, I'm Jennings, and I'm here today at the Louisville Sealback Hotel to be a speaker for the 34th Annual Carl Warren's Institute. We have approximately 100 attorneys from across the state of Kentucky who are interested in workers' compensation, and my presentation today is for purposes of updating them on what's been happening this past year with the legislature and what I predict will be happening next year of concern to everybody in the workers' compensation community. But life is great for employers, and I want to tell you about this. For the last 11 straight years, premiums in Kentucky have been reduced. It's 56% cheaper today for workers' comp than it was for the same employer in 2006. Life is good for the employers. Costs are down. Money they're not, it's great for the business. They've been able to get control of those costs. And I'm not trying to slight that, but I also want to take you to show you how life is great for the insurance companies. And insurance companies have made millions and millions of profits. It's recorded, it's there, there's graphs on it. They've got the statistics on the group self-insurers, the insurers. Now they can't get the statistics from self-insured employers to get into that, but they're supposed to file statistics. But when you look at it, it's been good. They're up around the 200 million, 300 million range in terms of reserves. And KEMI, who is a quasi-insurance company started by the state of Kentucky a few years ago, discovered this. They found KEMI with $200 million of unencumbered reserves. In other words, these are what the profits would have been given back to the shareholders, or the people who own the insurance company, because the case has been filed, been closed. There was no more liability to it. So the question was, what do you do with the 200 million that's sitting in KEMI, and what do you do with it? Well, a few years ago, the Senate Republicans required them to start refunding $25 million a year to the people who paid premiums in. I've got a small check for $85. There wasn't much of the 200 million, but for my office. But it's interesting, that's still there, and they can't figure out how to do with the money. Except this year they did one thing which I thought was smart. They took the liability from the coal workers fund, which needed funding, and said, okay, we're going to move that to KEMI. So they didn't want to have to come up with any more money or whatever it might be from another source. So you're going to look for KEMI to be paying that, which kind of smacks the what happened years ago, because people wanted to separate black lung. That was the problem. They got so much of the debt going from regular injuries. Injured people were paying for black lung, and that's why they had the separation in 1996. My bottom line for this is that profits and savings have been shouldered by the injured workers and their families. There haven't been any raises since 2000, and this is significant. I want to kind of point that out to people.